Welcome back to Knights HQ podcast, the official podcast of the NRB Newcastle Knights. I'm your host, Jay Nelson. Alongside me, he's back. Oh my God, is he back? He's back in a very big way. Matt Croker.
JJ.
How are you, brother?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
I'm real good.
That's good.
I'm real
It's good to be back, actually. Had a couple of weeks off there.
Man, I walked in the room and Gids was there. I was like, oh, fantastic. And then that was it.
Yeah, I had to knuckle down on some things outside of the podcast.
Hey,
and
it's all good,
put my mind towards that first. So that's why I just took a little break, had a little bit of time off, but I'm back.
Yeah.
I'm back, mate. I'm happy.
In a very big way.
Well, I was back last week with Adzi Elliott, so...
Yeah. But I feel like...
But we haven't done a
generally,
solo. We haven't done a solo ep in a while.
Correct. 100%.
And we have a good episode coming up. We're going to have a bit of fun with this one. We're going to play Guess the Night, so Jimmy Ward's going to get a bit of mic time today. We'll talk about some general chat, some milestones that have gone on in the last couple of weeks.
When we're talking about big comebacks, Jimmy on the mic surely gets a mention, right?
It's been brought up in the comments. The people want it, man. The people
100%.
Want it. We're going to talk some footy milestones, like I said, and we'll bring up some cool experiences that we've had at McDonald Jones and the atmospheres that we've been a part of. And then, we'll just play a little rate it or don't rate it game at the end. But,
Well, so we're guessing the night to start.
We're going to start, Jimmy.
Unreal.
He's wasted no time. My car's Jimmy.
How much time you spent on these ones?
Fair bit of time.
Because we brained the first lot.
Buzz in with your name.
Yep.
Yeah? All right, unreal.
I feel like I've thrown in a couple of easy ones to start just to get the ball rolling.
I don't like when you say that, Jimmy, because I get nervous, man.
Yeah. A couple of niche ones at the end to bring it home.
Okay.
All right. 4 players. All right, first player.
Oh, wait, so there's only 4?
4. But
it could end in a tie. I hope you have
if
a
it's
tie
2 all,
breaker.
we'll go to a tiebreaker.
Okay, cool.
Sweet.
Okay, first player. I'm officially Knight number 2 on the all-time honour roll, having played in the first ever game in '88.
Tony Butterfield.
Butterfield, yeah, because of the
Correct.
B. Because of the B, I was,
Yeah. I went number 2. You'd have to go alphabetical, right?
Alphabetical order, yeah. So who's won?
Good question.
Sam Bat?
No, it's David Boyd, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be right.
That'd be right. Anyway, bang.
Anyway, good work,
Light
JJ.
work.
Good start.
Light work. No, you said they were easy, so
All right.
I'm going to get ahead of myself.
I debuted for the club in '92 off the bench. 1995 was my breakout season, receiving a call-up to play for New South Wales and Australia.
Was it Matty Johns?
Correct.
Yes.
Bang. Nailed it.
One apiece, brother. One apiece.
I played 21 games during the '97 season, including kicking a crucial field goal in the prelim final.
Yeah.
I left the club in 2000, playing one season at Wigan before joining the Sharks, and my son played for the club. Matty Johns.
There we go.
Correct.
One of the greats.
And now, the head media rugby league mogul?
Easily.
Like, how many
Face the Fox
podcasts?
League.
How many
Would he
poddies?
be the biggest?
He'd have to be.
Yeah, he'd have to be. Of all time?
Like,
Of all time in the rugby league space?
Like, Fox even start shows with Matty on them for a season and then take him off and they keep going without him.
Bigger,
like, he's
bigger than Fatty's legacy?
No, I can't give you
Nah.
that.
That's what I'm here to do. That's what I'm here to do. That's what I'm here to do.
With all due respect.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
All right, third player.
Yeah, 100%.
I debuted for the Knights in 2006.
I
only played one season in Newcastle as I started my career in the Super League. I played 26 games and scored 16 tries. I was named Dally M Winger of the Year.
James McManus.
Incorrect.
No. I know who it is. I know who it is.
I've got no idea.
To come back here.
I've got no
I know
idea.
who it
Is there
is.
one more guess? One more hint?
I was born in Ireland.
I know who it is, man.
I don't. I've got no idea. I've got a mad blank.
He's a bit of a cult figure in Newcastle folklore.
I've got his.
You can see his face.
Is it Ryder?
The Night Rider.
Night Rider?
Nah,
No.
wouldn't be him.
He's a bit later, eh?
I thought he was a bit earlier.
Or was he?
Nothing?
I'm proper blank. I've probably got no. Wait on.
This bloke, he's close to like Matty Johns and stuff. He's done like travelling with him and stuff.
Oh yeah, I know. He commentates in the Super League now.
Come on.
Fast winger.
Yeah.
Played one season.
I think he went up and played a couple games for Titans.
Nah, he only played for the Knights.
This is if you're listening to it, you're listening to silence. This is awesome. Nah, hit us.
Good. Brian Carney.
Brian Carney, that's it. Brian Carney. Brian Carney.
Correct.
Yeah, that's right. He's Matty's boy.
That's a good one, Jimbo.
That's right.
Well done, mate.
So we're 1-1 going into the last play.
We didn't even need it.
This is big.
All right, last player. I debuted for the Knights in my final year in the NRL. I played over 300 games as a middle forward. I retired at the end of the 2018 season. I won a premiership in 2005.
Matt, got it. Chris Harrington.
Correct.
Yes. Hino, one of the GOATs, man. One of the great fellas, Hino.
Did he have something to do with 257 at one stage? Did you guys get involved with his... Because he does like lots of like grassroots league stuff, right?
Yeah,
on Central Coast and
on
that.
the Central Coast. He's heavy in it. I think he has his own gym there. I know Blake Green and him are real tight.
Yeah.
Their boys are tight.
That might be what I'm thinking.
He's one of the real good fellas, Hino.
Yeah.
You forget how many games he played. I think he was the second.
What'd you say, 300?
He played well over.
338
Yeah,
from memory.
I think he was maybe second or third in terms of like ruck forwards.
Yeah.
I think it was maybe Gal and Corey Parker beat him.
That's crazy for being in the middle of 300 games.
Yeah, he won two comps actually.
Yeah,
because he won the 16 comp for the Sharks.
Oh, that's why I didn't get it.
Yeah, right.
So,
yeah, we can
come
put
on,
it down
Jimmy,
to
what are you
that.
doing, man?
We're going to talk a little bit about what's been happening at the Knights without diving into things too deep. One of our very own and a good-hearted man of this show who's been on a couple times, and this club is Jayden Brailey about his comeback that he had earlier this year.
Yeah. It was great.
Comeback against the Storm.
Yep.
Which is never an easy game to come back against. But to see what he's doing for us recently is just when you think of Brails, Jay, like what do you sort of associate him with? If you could throw a couple words, what would he be?
Man, he's just a professional.
Yep.
Everything that he does. You know what I mean? If you're doing a training session with you guys are doing reps on the field, if you need him to do something to camera, if he needs to do a media op, if he needs to do this, if he's rehabbing an injury, he just gets to his work, gets it done, and does it at the highest level, no matter what you ask of him.
Yeah.
And that's what I think about when I think about
I can't speak on Brails' behalf, but I've never had such injury where it's as bad as what he's gone through.
Yeah.
But when you're away from the team, you feel very isolated.
You have told me that in the
and
past,
for him to like
do that so many times
and just find his way back into the groove and not miss a beat.
Yeah.
Mate, it speaks volumes of the bloke he is, and he is one of the funniest blokes. Genuinely, one of the funniest blokes I've ever met, I reckon. He's such a good time. I got a lot of love for Brails, and to see what he's doing for us now, and he's come straight back in captain. Yeah, what an absolute legend.
Yeah,
he's ticking the games off too. He's pretty high up.
Is he vocal on the field? He looks pretty vocal on the field.
Yeah.
I've seen him a few times where there's been a couple of penalties blown against us and that, and Brails is over there, you know what, doing his
Brails,
thing.
Right? Like if we all had to train, like if we had to do a 12-hour opposed session against each other, I think Brails would be in the best shape. How can I explain it? His form would not dip.
Yeah, got
If we played a 12-hour game, in the last minute he would be the same.
Yeah, gotcha.
I think Frizz would be just behind him. Yeah. It's he doesn't.
Do you think that's just like a mental thing? Like
I don't know.
They've got to be fatigued to a point.
I think,
but they're like, I'm just not going to show it.
There's definitely a part of mental in it, but like he's just so like you said, a professional. So when you see him run when he's really tired, it's like perfect.
Yeah,
he's so good.
Gotcha.
And his tackle's good.
Yeah.
And then he gets up and the way he stands is good. But I reckon he could do that for 12 hours.
Does Brails have the record for tackles in a game, or is that
overall, is
that was that Chris Randall?
Oh no, Randy. That was Randy.
Randy got
that was Randy's debut.
But didn't
71, I think.
Yeah, that's crazy. But didn't Brails hit something like that and no missed tackles or something in a game?
I'm not too sure. I know Phoenix made a fair few in the
semi. Yeah.
I think Phoenix made maybe 65 in the semi-final.
That's crazy, man.
You got Chris Randall made a record rookie total of 71 tackles.
Yeah, it's most on debut actually.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. Anything else?
Anything on Braille? Brails.
I think Randy's got the record.
Yeah,
Randy,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
If anyone's doing better than 71, that's
you're doing all right. All right, now we'll talk about a couple other Iraqis.
Yeah.
Of the different calibre. Two blokes that brought up their 150th, one for the club and one in his NRL career, Adzi Elliott and JSAF. We spoke to Adzi last week, and if you want to go back and listen to that chat, it was a real good chat. But JSAF to do 150 for this club.
Yeah.
And I can't express how tough the position is and how tough he plays the game.
Yeah.
Like that takes a toll on a man's body. And to do 150 at the age of 27, he's not 28 yet.
Yeah.
Is a crazy amount of games in the middle. I know from my experience of playing in the middle, I mean, I'm only just shy of 50 at the moment. But to do what they've done, what him and his brother have done for this club, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, man. We got together to do a content piece for JSAS 150th.
Yep.
And we were like, oh, who do we talk to? Like, obviously Daniel's a shoe-in and Kalen and that. And we're like, why don't we get Croaks in and get young Seb in? Because we can tell from an outsider in, I didn't even have to ask you guys, that I know how much they've, or especially JSAF, has helped you guys grow and been that mentor and that sort of old head in the forwards. Is that correct? Has he helped
definitely.
you through and been a big sort of, I know some you've looked up to and sort of they've helped you through from when you've gone from cup to first grade?
It's funny looking up to your best mate.
Yeah.
It's funny, like, because I was a groomsman at his wedding.
Yeah, there you go.
But, like, I still look up to him as someone to aspire to be.
Yeah,
but,
correct.
like, we're best mates. It's weird.
Yeah,
Like, I could tell him off.
Yeah.
And because I'm his best, like, it doesn't matter because we're friends. But I still go, you know what, I aspire to be like you in certain parts of your life.
Yeah.
And I reckon blokes like Sebi and that take it on as well.
Yeah.
And I don't think I don't know how to put this, but like I don't think young fellas gravitate towards the SAFs. I think the SAFs gravitate towards young fellas.
Yeah, got ya.
So they go out of their way and intentionally make it their responsibility to look after a young forward that's coming through the ranks. Yeah. And they did that with me.
Do you reckon that's because they didn't really have that when they were coming through?
Well, I think
like
they
when
did.
they debuted,
I think they did. Like I think they had Craig Smith, who still speaks to him.
Yeah.
Who else would they have? Yeah, maybe they didn't have as much.
Because around that time in the club, there wasn't too much experience around, and they were blooding a lot of young players in.
And it's funny, they're incredibly humble. So if you ever speak to them about how many games they played, I guaranteed they'd both say, "Oh, look, if we didn't debut at the time, I'd probably only have 100 games for the Knights." They always say that, and they always say there was games there that they only played because they were filling in numbers. Yeah. But they're incredibly wrong. Like what Daniel and Jacob were doing when they were like 19 years old, playing the toughest position in the toughest sport in the world.
Yeah.
And were like getting through it as like old boys. Like they weren't young men at this point. They were just still boys getting flogged by older men.
Yeah.
In a tougher time, mate. It's pretty incredible what they've done. I'll give them all the props in the world.
The fact they debuted together in the same game, they've stayed at the same club together, they've extended contracts together. Like, it's amazing that even in the modern game, being able to do that with your brother at every step of the way, that's a completely unique situation as well.
I can't explain like the high pressure situations that rugby league players go through compared to what some people will never experience in their life.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can understand what it's like to stand there to receive a kickoff to start an NRL game.
Oh, bro. That's hectic.
Or to like be there in the kick chase to make the first tackle. Yeah. They are high pressure situations and they're pretty intimidating.
Bro, so for
them to go through it time and time again, and then they've both done it in Origin as well, and they're both so young. They're both still 27.
You know what's intimidating for me?
Actually, if just turned 28.
If I'm sitting behind the in goal during a game and either, whoever's out there is standing deep in the in goal ready to go, like, and you hear one of the other boys rev up, they know who's going to take the hit up, and you just hear him go, get into him.
Yeah.
It's just like you've just got to do it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
There's no I'm not going to take this one. Like you've got to take the ball and just go as hard as you can, and what will be. Like that is, I can't even imagine what that'd be like.
Yeah, it's a pretty.
Do you get used to it, or do you still get like if you're taking a run, are you still getting that feeling of like, I don't know, not uncertainty, or you're in the game and you're in it and it's
I think so. Well, because it can happen in a split second or it can go away from you because, like, when you're walking back, sometimes teams will change what side they kick to.
Yeah.
And you can always tell because there's usually like a 7 and 5 split from where the kicker is. So
Gotcha.
they put 7 on the side where he's going to kick so that they're a bit tighter so that they can get
Yeah,
up.
gotcha.
And sometimes you turn around, you look up and you go, oh, they're going to kick the other side. I can sort of calm down now. But there was a moment in the semi-final against the Raiders and I was on the field and DSAF was walking back for the kickoff and it was just as extra time started and he was sort of going like that with his hands and I remember going like, oh, he's on, Daniel, because he was like,
give me the ball.
Yeah, it was almost like, it was like, come on. He's like, come on, 30,000 here, come with me.
Yeah.
So,
and that guy's like taking the first hit up in the Origin game.
Yeah, man.
That would be...
He played Origin when he was
crazy.
23, Daniel.
That's crazy.
Like, that is so young, man.
It's so weird because, like, as you said, they've been around for so long around the club and you talk to them, you forget how young they are.
Yeah.
Because they just have that demeanour about them that they're the sort of the old heads, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
definitely. And you forget how long they've been around for. It's pretty cool. Actually, while we're talking about the semi-final, we may as well speak about some of the best atmospheres at McDonald Jones that we've experienced.
Yeah.
So I'll throw to you as a long-lived fan.
Yeah.
Are there any that stick out?
Yeah. Roosters, Piercy, Badge,
yeah, that one.
Knight. That was hectic. When Kalen scored on the bell against the Sharks.
Yep.
When Greeny kicked it over.
Yeah. And then like Jonesy
grabbed it.
Frizz.
Offload Frizz offload Kalen. Yeah. And I reckon one of the best atmospheres I've ever been a part of was when we lost to Penrith.
Yeah, I was going to say that one.
Because that was the first game that, like, you could just tell everyone was like, oh, we're doing this now.
Yeah.
We're mixing it with the big guns. This is great. And the fact that the crowd was just behind us all the way, that game was so just, yeah.
Any from
hard in the mouth stuff.
Any from earlier days?
Oh, back in the day, like I was pretty young, man, on the hill. When you're a young guy on the footy, you're just stoked to be there. You know what I mean? You're not even taking in those sort of middle. But those days, because obviously the team that we had and what they were doing, the ground was packed in like sardines every week. Yeah. So it was almost you became desensitized to it because it was just so the normal, you know?
Yeah, so the norm.
It was, The
ones you rattled off would definitely be in there for my list.
Yeah.
I think one that goes a bit unnoticed was the Melbourne game last year.
Yeah.
That had a crazy atmosphere to it. That was really good. And we only beat them by like 4 points or something.
Yeah.
And we're defending our line for like the last maybe like 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah.
And like the chant didn't stop for like 3 minutes. And it was so sick.
I think Fitzy's tried to... That got a big a big reaction.
Yeah, because that was a cool try.
Yeah,
that was like
went through a lot of hands.
Come back, like KP, like under balls, Fitzy.
And what was that?
Did the lawnmower?
Was that like the third try in?
Yeah, like
it was like 10 minutes or something.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
Like 3 and 10 minutes before half time. Yeah,
good times, very good times.
That was good. And then obviously the semi final was a pretty special one as well.
Hectic. Are we gonna take a quick break? We'll come back. Overrated, underrated.
Yeah, let's do that.
I think, the people need to know what we think.
Let's do that. All right, we'll take a quick break.
Welcome back to Knights HQ podcast. My name's Jay. I'm with my friend Matt. We host a podcast for the NIB Newcastle Knights, and you're currently listening to it. Now, overrated, underrated. Did you write these, Jimmy?
Correct.
Okay. Jimmy Ward, you going to read them out?
Yeah,
get into it,
I can read them, but hit us. Let's go.
Hang on.
Oh no! Can we chuck a fairly rated in there?
Yeah. You can go like evenly rated.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be over under.
Yeah, good. Yeah, good.
You can sit on the fence if you want.
Yeah. Not fence sitting, just happy where it is. Just happy where it is.
Content.
Right. Yeah.
So we got first one, Formula One.
Underrated.
Over. I couldn't give a rat's.
Have you watched the show on Netflix?
Rat's ass.
You didn't like it? Didn't like it?
Rats. I've never watched it.
Bro, the soap opera of it behind the scenes is pretty gnarly.
I get no joy in watching race cars.
Like, honestly, I don't even watch the races, really. You just want to know who's backstabbing who. Like, because the thing is, there's only 20 drivers in Formula One.
In the world.
In the whole world. There's 10 teams, 2 drivers each. So, like, it's very rare that they bring up someone that no one's ever heard of into their team. So they're all swapping teams and like, oh, that guy's not racing well, so we're going to replace him. So this guy's got to now, like, but he's got to help his teammate to win because it's better for the team, but he knows he's not getting his contract renewed. So then it's pretty cool.
Not for me.
No good.
Not
Next,
for me.
all right.
Not
TikTok.
Fairly.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, I like TikTok.
You know what TikTok's done? Here's my theory. It's ruined movies.
Correct.
Correct, eh?
Correct.
Attention span.
Gone.
Attention span
Yeah.
gone.
I was saying this to these guys the other day, bro.
Yeah.
If I just want to not think and just be entertained,
Yeah.
and I don't even know what I'm watching, just throw it on and start scrolling.
Yeah, yeah. So, because I've noticed my attention span's going. So, like, I've been back into my movie grind.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, when you're on, phone down, man.
That's one of the most first world things I've ever heard,
I know,
bro.
it's
I'm
heckos.
going into my movie grind.
It's echoes. I'm back in my movie era. I know. It's rank, isn't it?
Yeah, has the movie
Feel
era ended? Is the blockbuster
Well,
going to the
I
cinemas?
think
There's a lot to it.
I think Nolan is still a man who believes in the long form blockbuster movie, and he's doing a good job.
Because we're not getting a lot of
Do you
variety
see
nowadays.
Leo's going to play Frank Sinatra in a Scorsese film.
There you go.
There you go. There
Bang.
you go.
He's got a lot to do with the mob.
Heavy.
So that makes
Heavy,
so
heavy.
Scorsese mob film, yep,
Hit
makes
us, Jimmy.
sense.
All right, third one, run clubs.
Okay. I'm overrated.
Yeah, I'm gonna say over, but they are good because if it gets people to
Yeah,
get out
if it
there
gets-
and
yeah, fair
get moving and enjoy people's company instead of just sitting there on your phone scrolling TikTok, then rock and roll. But I have found that it's turned into something more social rather than running.
100%.
So maybe that
100%.
aspect of it's probably a little bit.
I'm hearing there's a lot
The
of
new Tinder.
going
Correct.
on. That's what I'm
Yes.
hearing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
hearing. I really, really appreciate when I see a person out there running by themselves
yeah, just getting it
and
done.
like getting after it. Because I don't think you're doing it for anything other than what the main purpose of running is, and that's getting fit.
Well,
Like I see so many people running. I go in like groups of 4. I go, you're just doing it so you can post to Strava.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like I don't
yeah.
know. I don't care about that.
yeah. No, I remember when I saw you guys on the hill at Bar Beach,
Oh yeah.
and I was running.
That's just getting after it. That is just strictly.
So we're running, and I saw Dill. I'm like, oh, there's Dill, and I'm like, oh, there's Croaks. Oh, there's Bradman. Oh, they're all there.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not an elite athlete at all. And I'm like, oh, the boys are right there. So I was like, all right, brah, you got to up the pace a little bit in front of the fellas. Go, boys, how you going?
Hit the hill. You're on the hill too. On the incline. Ugh.
I'm like, this is the worst possible spot to have to kick it into gear. But I hit it well.
The ones around Newcastle are getting quite large too.
Oh mate, the Bar
Yeah.
Beach one. The
Mobs.
Bar Beach one's hecko.
When it starts turning into like
they want
they got
to
to call
start
the
a
SWAT
riot.
police to like rein it in.
Police
It's probably
escort.
it's a bit too big.
All right, fourth one, chicken palmy.
Fairly.
Fair, yeah.
fair,
I don't have an opinion.
Yeah,
I'll eat
fair.
it if it's there.
Taylor Swift,
Overrated.
Fairly.
the new album.
She hits for people, so you know.
Yeah,
She does numbers like no one ever seen. So
People really enjoy Taylor Swift, and good on them. Yeah.
Fred again, staying on the music theme.
Ooh.
I'm going to
British.
go fairly because
Yeah,
like,
I like Fred.
I like Fred too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
It's not like he's underrated. He just sold out like 15 shows. So like,
I'm not going to go to the Gold Coast and wait in a field for, what is it?
yeah.
Jimmy and Zach here. Zach's also behind our camera. Went and saw Fred again up on the Gold Coast. How long did you just wait to get out of there?
It was an hour and a half walk home
Jesus.
from near SeaWorld on the Gold Coast. But it was an hour on the bus, 2 hours on the bus.
Ugh.
Walking home is
Because
I don't care how good he is. I don't know if that's play on for mine.
it's like a strip. It's like a one way in, one way out, so the buses couldn't leave. Anyway. Ice bars.
Rated?
yeah.
Rated.
I feel like it's like
you
the
do
running
feel good
track.
after
It's
him.
similar to the run club bar.
Yeah.
It's similar to the run club. If you're in the ice bath by yourself and you don't film yourself,
Correct.
happy days.
Correct.
Happy days.
How cold's the one here at the COE?
I think 7.
7 degrees.
7 degrees.
It's not
yeah.
completely
I think it
frozen.
used to
Pretty
be
cold, but-
it used to be like 11. and
Yeah.
then they turned it down to 9. Now I think it's at
Yeah.
7.
But you are right. It's like if you need to film yourself doing it, then
Yeah, and you're just not
What are you
doing
doing it
the
for?
right reasons, mate. And that's just a whole nother topic.
Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor.
Bruh, underrated. He's the champ.
coming back.
I'll tell you what's
he's the
not
champ.
underrated. I'll tell you what's not underrated. His acting career. Holy heckers! Have you seen Roundhouse? What?
No.
What is that?
Terrible, is
Oh,
it?
rank. That's rank.
The memes are pretty funny.
Look, during the big run, like no one had ever seen anyone talk that much shit and either lose or back it up, and you had to watch. You had to watch it. It's like he's either going to back it up, and he has talked a lot before this fight.
He's got 8 out of the top 10 pay-per-view buys.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It's much watched TV. Like, yeah, I reckon underrated. Yep.
Chip and chase kick.
Underrated.
In a game of footy.
Underrated.
Underrated. Bring it back.
Do it
Big
more. Do it more.
Bring it back.
Like, that'd have to be a coach killer, though, right?
Heavy.
Heavy.
Like, what are you doing?
Last play of the game.
Oh, wow.
Down by 2.
That's a rank play.
Yeah. Up by 2, you've got the ball. You have to just kick it in a touch.
If you're up
you
by
do it.
22, play
Yeah.
on. Play on. Go for your life.
Yeah.
All right, last one. Romantic comedies.
Depends what it is.
When you're hungover and it's raining outside,
maybe.
mate, underrated. Through the roof.
Like, Notting Hill is one of the great movies all time.
Yeah.
Like some.
Some are great.
A lot of them
Yeah.
are underrated, but some
Yeah.
are just.
He lost his way a bit, the bloke off Notting Hill. What's his name?
The main guy?
Yeah.
Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant.
Lost his way.
He went a little bit.
What did he do?
He just went a bit.
Okay.
Went a little bit loco.
Yeah, oh, awesome.
But he's all good now. Like, he's in the Gentleman and that. He's brought himself back.
I love that you've got like a Hugh Grant update for
Yeah.
us. That's heaps niche, but I love it. Yeah,
I just
good
know
stuff.
he went a little bit. Yeah. Not like I talked to him or anything. I just know. Yeah.
Is that one of the great mic leads of all time?
Oh, this might.
Yeah,
oh,
it's
okay.
fantastic.
Right.
We spare no expense here at Knights HQ.
Does, man.
Well, that was overrated, underrated. That's done. We're done.
That's us.
We're finished. If you want to subscribe, do it on YouTube. Full episodes of the podcast are on YouTube. Hit the bells, get notifications. You can leave a comment on all of those videos. That helps us. It shows a bit of engagement. You can also listen to these podcasts on Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcasts. It's all there. My name's Jay Nelson. I'm with Matt Croker. Make sure you follow us on all our socials at NRL Knights. We'll see you on the next one.
See you guys.